welcome to How to Be Unpopular podcast number...
Two something. Podcast from a car.
Yeah, this is a follow-up to almost 1 year ago, but it doesn't feel like a year ago. This crept up pretty quick.
Yeah.
At least for me, I don't know about for you.
Yeah, I just want to apologize to everyone for last year's podcast. It was an extremely depressing experience to be excited to go skating, but then have it rain all day and have zero skating. We skated a tiny, really pathetic amount, some wet grinds on a little curb.
Oh, we did skate last time.
Yeah.
But I didn't re-listen to the podcast. Was it?
I couldn't bear to.
I don't think it was a bad podcast. No, I don't think so. I didn't do the whole thing either. I think we recorded more, that we got even more tired. Like, we didn't have that amped up skating feeling, so the second half,
okay.
I did the first half leading up to, I think, Salmon Arm, and I didn't do on the way back.
Yeah.
I think it would have been too much. I don't think you have to apologize.
Okay. Well, just to set the stage, we've just, it's 4:15, we're on our way back to Kamloops. We left Kamloops this morning at about 8 o'clock, and we drove to Sicamous, skated a really nice dry skate park for a couple hours, had a really fun session. Then we drove to Salmon Arm and started to skate, and it felt really good.
Yeah.
But then some sprinkling started happening.
Yeah.
Some rain, and then slowly the rain overtook the skate park and it became wet. But before we got totally rained out, we both filmed a trick.
Yes.
We got one trick each at Salmon Arm.
That's good.
And they were both decent. As good as the first trick you film at a park.
100% effort.
A lot of effort.
By older skaters.
Definitely.
Standards down, self-esteem up.
Yeah, really positive attitude.
Yeah.
And then we said fuck it, and we drove to Chase, and we skated a skate park for the first time, dry for about an hour and a half, and now we're rushing home, sweaty.
There had to be some maintenance. I had to take some shirts and wipe up some puddles at first.
At Chase, yeah.
That and the first time, I've been wanting to skate that one for a really long time.
Yeah, it's a skate park, like 40 minutes from Kamloops.
Yeah.
That we haven't skated. We attempted to skate it last year, but as we discussed, we got rained out.
Yeah, there's a series of photos of you just standing at rained out skate parks.
Fuck, that was depressing.
That was extra bad. Yeah, that was bad.
In retrospect, we really shouldn't have gone. I just really didn't think it was going to rain all day.
You traditionally,
rarely in September
have the opposite weather thoughts all the time. I'm very cautious, and
I'm
you are
extremely hopeful.
It'll be fine. It'll dry up.
It'll dry up.
This will pass. Which a lot of the times, growing up in Kamloops, you are used to it raining and then just hanging out, and then it dries up, and then you get to skate again. But that was in less time-sensitive days, I'm sure. The Salmon Arm would have dried up, but we would have had to skip Chase. You have to make these executive team decisions.
Yeah.
And we're not known for spot selection here in Kamloops, so we've been going to these parks for Sicamous, 18, 19 years.
Yeah, got to keep it fresh. Got to go to the skate parks that we've been going to.
There are people who just shake their head when we take them to that park. It's a fun park.
They shake their head at Sicamous?
Could have just been Josh. No, he didn't shake his head. He just wanted to get one thing, and then, yeah.
I think, Josh really enjoys skating transitions, like quarter pipes, bowls. Sicamous doesn't have any of that,
no.
So I think for him, he didn't have much fun.
It is it's a shitty park probably for lots of people. If they're used to really nice parks with transitions, there's a certain kind of skating that you just can't. It's a primitive skate park.
Yeah, no quarter pipes, really steep banks.
Yeah.
But the steep banks are really interesting. If you're not negative about flyout airs, which we're not, but we're all for the flyout airs.
We do.
Okay.
I didn't even know about the flyout airs thing. I didn't know.
You educated me about the flyout airs this year. I became aware that people hate on flyout airs.
Yes.
What?
Yes. I didn't know, but like
I could see like maybe out of bowls,
but I think
like there's a certain way you're supposed to skate a bowl. Like fly out is kind of like you're cheating, bro. You got to air and then roll back into the bowl. But
apparently,
neither of us are
out
really.
of the bank is a flyout air too. That counts as a flyout air.
Okay.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I just wasn't made aware that like there's also the joke about there's more bowls, but there's flyout air guy. He's less around now, but like in the peak of skateboarding in the like 2000s, there would have been like a guy maybe with his shirt off, really good at flyout airs.
Really good at flyout airs. Yeah, that
maybe
guy.
Like the nice shitty
like he
car.
would just charge.
Smokes weed. Yeah, flyout air guy.
Yeah, I know that guy.
There was a flyout air guy at... No, we didn't have a flyout air guy. We did someone who could do flyout airs, but it was more of a joke. They wouldn't have filmed it.
There's
Justin
often
really good at...
There's often like a scooter flyout air guy.
That's right.
And a biker flyout air guy.
Isn't that funny that it's more core to stay inside of the bowl the whole time?
Launch and then re-enter.
It's not really, you're not riding it like you should if you do a flyout air.
All these rules, man. I don't listen to rules.
They're just trying to bring
I make
down.
my own rules. You know what the meaning to skating is?
What? Do you?
I do.
What is it?
You make your own meaning. It can be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, like that mind game ad that was a blank page. It just said rolling is.
There you go. Shane Coburn. Smart fella. He did
Great marketer.
Some good shit. He did some good shit.
Great marketer.
But it's just like, you know what the meaning to life is.
What? Whatever you want.
It's the same answer. You make your own.
It's true.
You make your own meaning for these things.
Some people might need to reel it back a little bit, though, on life. The meaning that they've... Some people go a little bit too far.
Too far with the meaning?
Yes.
If it works for you, I'm not going to hate.
No, I'm not going to hate, but just chill.
Chill on your meaning. Chill on your meaning, bro. Easy.
Don't go over the top. Don't go over the top.
But I mean, like, you just have to... You are responsible for your own happiness in skating and in life. And
this is true.
You have to decide, like, what is important.
Yeah.
What you're going to focus your energy on. If the meaning of skating, like, if you derive a lot of satisfaction from flyout airs, all the power to you. Let the haters hate, bro. Fly out.
It is funny. Like, I like flyout airs too, but we're flyout air people. There's not a lot of people that do flyout airs in skating.
We're not really traditional like skate park users. Like neither of us are good at bowls. Like, we couldn't really do a nice line.
I have I have evidence of me appearing as though I know what I'm doing, but that was only because I practiced that year for a short amount of time, and I had one line. I got it on film, and it would be extremely dangerous if I was to try that now.
It was. It was so late in the game for us that we had access to quarter pipes.
Yes.
Like for the first 10 years of skating, we had almost zero access to them. So it's a really foreign object for us.
We suck at bowls.
Yeah.
We suck at quarter pipes.
Yeah, because we didn't have it. We didn't grow up on that stuff.
We suck at you can kind of do figure out transit airing into certain banks and things. You have a little bit of that.
Banks like tabletop banks.
Yeah, tabletops. Yeah. And I don't have much of that. But quarter pipes and bowls, you really have to practice a lot. You really have to have a feel for it.
It's really unique to anything else. Like airing out of a quarter or a bowl and re-entering. That's a different. You really have to focus on that. Like anyone who's really good at it, they come from a bowl skating or a half pipe skating background, and they did it a lot growing up, and they developed that muscle memory.
There's some people who are really, but even I know I got a lot of shit for this, but I just still didn't think that skates are the right vehicle for bowls. Even people who were really good, but I think Joe Atkinson was the first person to change my mind. Bruno Lowe had some good shit.
I think there's definitely guys that are really good at bowls, but I kind of hear what you're saying. Like when you see a BMXer or a skateboarder, like it just almost like the power that they can generate from a carve, it seems like it makes more sense. A skateboard or like a bike, but like there's rollerbladers that are incredible on transition.
But like going up and just from my experience of skating, like going up and doing a nice grind and then going up and doing a nice grind, like I don't get a lot of enjoyment. Like if I was to get one nice grind, I would be really happy. But I like how Joe made it really simple. It's not really about technical grinds. It's about how he links all of the movements together.
Yeah.
He made it kind of a new thing.
Just
and
flow.
the fakey carving and stuff.
Really nice. Yeah.
He's the first one that made it look like. A lot of times it appeared to me that like rollerblading was really trying to adapt to the vehicle because bowls were a popular thing at skate parks, and it just looked like a rollerblader trying to be the other sports. I don't know how to explain that. Not be the other sports, but
it might just be because like for years and years and years there was pretty much only skateboards on bowls and half pipes, and then rollerbladers just came along and adapted that that object. But if skateboarders never existed, then you would just say like it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
But I hear like if you watch the top of the line, like really high level bowl skaters like skateboarding, this speed is just incredible, and it looks like more natural for them to generate speed.
Yeah, even the stance and everything.
Yeah,
looks really good.
Yeah, but hey, bro, Yasutokos.
No, Vert's different. Yes, Vert is different.
Vert is a little bit different. Yeah. Like the carving of a bowl. Yeah.
Because the skates do great at like how they're able to pump the walls.
Yeah.
But no, like carving a bowl and retaining speed and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's not like rollerblades are great at coming up with unique uses of objects. So a bowl, like we don't have tail whips, we don't have kick flips, or there's like, it's pretty basic on what you can do in a bowl. If you were to just call every grind a grind, you can,
which that's what it is from an outside perspective.
Yeah,
it's a slide.
You can like go up
slide.
You can manual and then come back in. Some interesting stuff that you can do on the flat deck, but that's not canon.
Flat deck stuff, yeah.
Flat deck is almost equal to flyout air, which I like flat deck stuff.
Well, it's like a flyout to a flat deck thing, to like roll and then go back into it.
We do flyout airs and flat deck stuff.
What we're saying is there's a lot of baggage connected to the bowl. We didn't skate any bowls today, did we? We're not.
No. But I'm going on.
Are we hating on bowls?
No. No. I'm going on a trip actually. Like in the next month, I'm going to be traveling around North America, just hitting a bunch of bowls and filming for a video. Yeah.
That sounds dreadful.
I'm just kidding.
That was like, I felt like that skating in Vancouver, there's a lot of bowls, and we would go to a lot of bowls, and I would feel pretty down on skating in general when we would skate a lot of bowls.
Hey, me too.
With people who are really good at it, and then I could like do maybe a shitty royale, like a really shitty royale.
I don't know if I could even get that far.
And then I would just start thinking, man, I'm just really not very good at rollerblading. I should do something else. Maybe I should start playing squash or something.
I had some experiences like that.
I felt like that a lot skating in Vancouver. I didn't just really bad about myself.
I never really enjoyed any. Or I had a couple good sessions, like when they had the Wednesday night session.
Yep.
I didn't even really go to those very often. Yeah, I didn't.
Something about the skate parks. There's a few ones that I like, but a lot of them. First off, there was a lot of negative energy from the skateboarders, and then.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on.
The design of a lot of the parks just was weird. Like I couldn't get a vibe at them. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just me.
What was the one Burnaby and the
Federation.
trees. That was my favorite.
That was a good one. Yeah.
But
that was
again,
my favorite.
that's like...
And no one else liked that one.
No, which is so funny because that one was the closest one to like a sycamore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like an interior park.
I would have gone to Wednesday night skate all the time if it was always at Confederation.
Yeah.
I liked it even before it had the bowl too.
Right.
When it was extra shitty to people.
Yeah.
But then it got a bowl and
So-
people wanted to skate it.
Which
more.
was perfect because those
Oh,
guys
you-
could go rip the
like-
bowl, and then you could skate the other stuff, and everyone was happy.
The fucking bowl.
That's what you need. And for every park, you just have to have a bowl as an option.
The bowl. And
You,
I've never,
you guys ever hit the bowl? You ever hit the bowl?
I can do the one thing. Like if I need to prove my skills, like
Bowl.
if people are watching,
Yeah.
and I've done my things like around the, you can drop in and do the one bowl line.
Sometimes
Check out the list.
I can get into I like carving sometimes, like certain bowls. It's fun to just try to like keep your speed. But it's, for me, it's like akin to just rec skating.
Yeah.
Like it's almost just like fitness.
Oh,
Like I don't like to like really push it and do anything else. Just roll it.
It is good for the
fun.
muscles.
Yeah, really
and,
good for the legs.
Very low impact.
Yeah.
That you could just do that, like if you were injured,
Totally.
as long as you don't fuck yourself up.
I'm jealous of people that can like really rip bowls.
Potier is the other one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's
good at the bowl.
He's definitely changed my mind.
Yeah.
The whole thing. His recent edit was incredible.
Yeah. He gets the speed. He has that like BMX amplitude.
He does.
Jesus. Like big wheel. It makes sense. Like if you're a bowl ripper, like those flat,
Longer base, bigger wheels.
just speed.
And I didn't like the Shred Till You're Dead videos. I'm sorry.
I didn't even watch them.
Oh, you didn't? There's people who are right now listening.
Angry. I'm sorry.
And you call yourself a rollerblader and you have not seen Shred Till You're Dead. It's what I, they ride bulls, they do grinds in the bulls, some good air stuff. There's a few highlights. Bailey has some good stuff. Derek Bailey. Happy.
Bailey was good on the bowl.
Bailey was good on the bowl.
Really good on the bowl.
And he also rocked the shit out of, but probably the smaller foot theory. He rocked the shit out of anti-rocker.
He did. Smaller person theory. Like he's a small guy.
Yeah.
It did not
That's
matter.
right.
He could roll on two wheels, and it did not matter. Small feet, small height, small weight, big butt.
When Carly was watching, you said it. He's got a nice tush. She liked Derek Bailey, right?
Do you feel like that tainted Eric Bailey's legacy? The butt, the tight pants with the butt, the booty that stuck out.
I think that tainted rollerblading's legacy. That
lot
it's
of butt.
unfortunate that our stance.
Pretty butt heavy.
There is jokes about how there's a lot of butt shots in our sport. Yeah.
In biking, the butt is hidden. It's on top of the seat.
Skateboarding, the butt is kind of to the side.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa, was he?
No.
We just passed a drunk semi-driver who was carving into our lane.
We would have died talking about butts.
Talking about butts.
Butt angles in action sports. Skiing, you don't really get it because
baggier snow
the
pants.
entire body is hidden between
clothes.
layers. Funny part is that I thought skiers did super baggy now. You should fucking see in like 2010, 2011. Holy shit.
The baggy.
They went all in. Like I'm talking about 4 tall tees layered, one on top of another, different colors.
Damn, that's dope.
And pants that are so baggy they could possibly meet at like the knees.
Whoa.
Really over the top.
But it's acceptable because like you're just staying warm.
And
It's not silly, Joey. It's called staying warm.
and I'm pretty sure 4XL for the tees. No, not 1. Not 2.
XXX
Not 3.
XL.
4 XL.
XXXXL.
Yes. Or I guess one is just XL. There's not 1 XL.
Is there like a
2XL.
baggy shirt medal for rollerblading? Like, who has the baggy shirt medal?
Matt Donald.
Matt Donald from Canada. People won't know that reference.
They should.
Matt Donald? Like, do people know who Matt Donald is that aren't Canadian?
Probably.
He was an ASA guy, right? Like,
yeah,
he did good.
He was a French guy who skated Taj Mahal.
And his dad forced him to skate?
That was the joke, I think.
Because he was very serious, very good.
He was on the cover of Battle My Crew Canada 3 doing the fish, and he matched his clothing to the ledge. Was it Lakers gear? It was like yellow and purple or something. He had a big shirt. Although there was a skater.
Didn't we just start laughing hysterically when we saw the clip of him in the shirt? Because like it went past his knees, right?
Yes. See, that was the ski influence that I don't think we would have known. Although, where the hell did that come? It was hip hop too, wasn't it? The really
shirt.
Like 50 Cent and all those guys, like G Unit, wasn't it?
Like a big shirt.
Big fucking shirt. A chain, crisp sneakers, and then like the denim that looks really like the hard, shiny looking,
like
really crisp.
Hard, crispy denim.
Yeah.
And the thing about the long shirt, it allows you to really sag the pants and not show the bum. So the bum is hidden behind the long shirt, and then you can really sag your pants.
The funny thing about the whole
low crotch
tight pants thing is it enhances bad style. Like you can really see what the legs are doing.
True.
Right?
Like you would.
And baggy did serve a purpose, especially for taller people.
For concealing bad style. Like
concealing bad style, appearing shorter.
Yeah.
Is another one. Yeah.
Taller people in really tight, like really long legs. Do you not want long legs in rollerblading? Is that not something you seek?
Not good. No, it's not good.
You don't seek having a long leg. You want to make your leg appear shorter in a shorter pant that's sagged a little bit.
Well, would you want to watch a spider
inline skate
tricks, or would you want to watch a spider in really baggy shit do tricks?
I want to see a spider regardless, like with 8 skates, the shit that a spider could do. Do you know how dope spiders are? Have you ever looked at a spider web? That's some amazing shit, and they catch flies in it. Like if there was a human that made like big webs with a sticky material, and then you were just walking in the forest and you're like, oh, I can't move, I'm stuck in this big web, and then he came out and just sucked your blood until it was drained and left you there, that would be like the dopest human ever. And then he put on 8 skates and a baggy weird pair of pants.
Spiders would have to wear some kind of special garment that would have a different name than t-shirt or pants or sweatshirt.
Yeah, it'd be one garment because they don't have an upper and lower body. Well, they do. They'd be like a part.
It would be like it would be all one piece.
That would be like to clothe a spider would be a complicated thing.
Probably only one size though. Like if you were a skate manufacturer for spiders.
Man, it would cost like $1,200 for a pair of spider pants because it'd be so complicated. Like 8 holes, and then trying to get them on, it would take you like 45 minutes.
Spiders would be so good at skating.
So good at skating.
The mathematical variations alone, based off of all the tricks that we can do, then you multiply, and there's 6 extra legs.
Yeah. Exponentially more grinds. The shock absorption, like they could do the biggest gaps and land on 8 legs.
They would be really good at like swiveling on walls and like jumping up to a wall and swiveling around it, and with the spider web thing.
Yeah, they could like do like Spider-Man tricks.
Yeah.
where they like aired and shot their web and then swung, they could incorporate their webs into their tricks. They'd be the dopest skaters. But they don't have feet really. Like they just have long legs on kind of like a stump, right? I don't think spiders
it would be a
have
different
feet.
kind of skate too, probably. But they would need the baggy clothing because their style wouldn't be
their
as
style.
good. That's what. Trying to think of like a giraffe too.
Oh, a giraffe would have bad style. Like
The giraffe would have to try and like wear something to like hide how long their neck was.
like a big puffy like turtleneck. Or
No, something that like has fake shoulders that pops out right by their head, which makes it look like they have like really relaxed arms. And then there's some animals.
Giraffes would suck at skate. Like they would be the worst, I think.
Oh,
Because they're just so tall and like they can barely even bend their legs, right?
which is
Like horrible
funny.
style.
Wasn't
You're nice to him. You're like, hey, giraffe. But you're kind of bummed that he's there. You're like, fuck, this guy's style is so bad.
Isn't a diss to a tall person giraffe?
Yeah. Isn't that what we called Stevie E? Was giraffe?
But he had really good style.
He had amazing
but
style.
he wore baggy shit.
He did. He was smart. If he was smart, he knew. I think we talked about it with him, like, because we were starting to wear tighter shit, and he kept on the baggy.
He was
He's like,
smart.
I can't wear that
No.
shit. I would just look. He knew.
There was like, remember he.
That was a smart move. To stick
Remember
with
he had
baggy.
the character Stevie Emo. There was like he would wear the tighter pants and like the black wig, and he looked really funny.
That's good.
I'm happy, that the pants are just wide open.
Yeah.
Wear whatever you want.
There's no.
But I do think the tighter pant has had its time. It'll come back.
I rocked some tighter pants for this video.
Oh, you did?
And I'm happy I did. There's a certain
Something
vibe
that comes with it,
from
yeah.
it. And there's a certain way that I skate in a tighter pant that I appreciate. I have been enjoying the baggier pant, but I'm not gonna totally divorce from the tight pant. I still think there's a time and a place.
I haven't experimented with it at all for this one. Maybe I'll. I gotta say, I found the pair of pants that I wore religiously through all of Better Than Baseball, made in Canada, Drifter, the gentleman's jean.
Did you? Yeah.
I got the blue. I got blue ones, and then I got the denim ones. So
because they're a really good material, right? They're like stretchy.
They're like when you see like an old Italian guy like gardening, and he's got like the pen, like they have like the pleat in them.
Yeah.
The denim ones don't, but they have like ones with the pleat, kind of like the Greco. They're a little bit like.
I used to have a pair of those.
Yeah, and you used the around the same era.
In them a lot.
They were blue, right?
Very rarely. I had brown ones.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I did have blue ones, but the blue ones weren't as good. They weren't as stretchy. I remember the brown ones were amazing.
They're really comfortable. They're like a really weird mix between like a dress pant and
They're
not
material.
really. They're not like tight, and then they're not like super baggy.
They're like the old school. Like remember before yoga pants, there was like girls used to wear tighter pants that were kind of the same material as drifters. It was thicker.
Yeah.
And it was like shiny.
What did Ian call those? Dance pants. He called them dance pants.
Yeah, they were dance pants, but like tight dance.
The flare ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Those have got to be on their way back soon.
They're coming.
And I am not signing up for those the flare jeans that girls would wear that didn't have the pockets on the back, where like it looked like poopy, like it looked like they pooped their pants, like if they were baggy. Do you remember the pocket
Baggy?
No, just like if they didn't fit right. Remember like
I know the pocketless. For some reason,
it was like the Paris Hilton era. That would be like the lighter denim
no.
pocketless.
Often there's like jus, like jujus, like crystals. What am I saying? There's like gems like sewn into the pants.
Yep.
Like shiny diamonds and.
There's a really funny type of BC guy, like the older guy that still parties like trying to be young, maybe into the crime scene, possibly, like an Affliction shirt, older, and then like the nice jeans. And they don't really have jewels, but they have like weird, elaborate stitching in the pocket area. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
The slight flare, really nice shoes.
I know what
Maybe
you're
like
talking about.
you're divorced 2 or 3 times, maybe.
I know.
But you still party.
Yeah.
Your hair might be colored. Really
some
tan.
tips, some bleached tips, tats. You got some tats.
I fucking love
You
that.
got some complicated pants.
If we look like that for Mushroom Blading 40, I hope we look like
Super white teeth, like
super
oddly
white teeth,
white and
really bad fake tans, and like the teased dyed black hair, or like the frosted tips. If I had like the Keith Urban hair,
and you look at him, you're like, that guy has a lot of money. Look at him. He has just cash falling out of his pocket.
I still need to watch the Tim and
Shiny
Eric movie
pants.
because the picture of them
Oh my
was
God.
so good.
So good.
Plastic surgery
the
too.
$1 billion movie.
I think the story behind, at the start, they're like going to pitch their movie, and they're like tons of plastic surgery. They got their hair done, wearing like the old rocker.
So we're back in Kamloops. It's pissing rain.
We made the right
Feeling
choice.
grateful
Oh yeah.
for our dry sessions.
The other thing was that we were originally going to go tomorrow, and we had to make a last minute call
Go today instead.
to go today because we would have been rained out 2 years in a row.
Oh.
And that would have been tough to handle. Very tough to handle.
Yeah, that was extremely depressing.
And we're cruising. We're in cruise mode right now for filming.
Yeah, pretty much done filming for Mushroom Blading 7.
This
MB7.
is all bonus.
Yeah. We have, what'd you say, more than enough
Yes,
footage?
we do.
Like, we have some decisions, some hard decisions to make.
We definitely have
A lot
more
of shit
than
will be
enough.
thrown out, which is exciting.
At this point, it's novelty filming more.
It's stacking upon stacks.
Whatever we wanted
Stacks on
to
stacks.
achieve already feels like it's been achieved. Not the actual editing of the video, but in terms of skating for it, there is a lot.
A lot of shit.
A lot.
Time flies. I can't believe it's almost 2020. A few more months.
Yeah, that
It's the end
wasn't
of the
even that
decade.
bad. I remember Danny warned me, and I knew Danny and Mike Torres, I think, both warned me about that like itch to want to edit your footage after the first year, but it didn't really happen because it didn't feel like it didn't feel complete, which
No.
was a good feeling actually to have.
Yeah. The first year was a lot of feeling out.
Yeah, it's like
We got like some good stuff, but
it's like having a season where you're just trying to get your legs, try some old stuff, try some new stuff.
yeah. It's weird how like progression is not a constant. Like you dip, you excel for a while and then you suck again.
Yep.
It's like sucking and then being good for a bit and then sucking, and it's a crazy up and down process. It's not like, oh, you just get better and better and better.
And it's
all
completely
over the
unexpected when you have breakthroughs.
Yeah, it can be, for sure.
There was
It feels so good for those, like, there's always like a couple weeks or a few weeks of every year where you're really just on point.
Yeah.
And shit feels really
Everything
easy.
feels really good.
And you when you go out skating, you just know that you're gonna skate really good. There's just a certain
Yeah.
money spot.
I definitely didn't have that today.
No, you didn't get into the money spot. I felt
Oh,
okay.
no, a couple times. My knee is definitely, I just had to block it out. But it wasn't, my knee wasn't 100%. But I blocked it out and did it anyway.
You skated pretty good on it.
Really? That's good.
Yeah.
It's good to hear.
Yeah. You hit a full speed 0 alley-oop soul.
That's
That was
true.
nice.
That's true.
It's really nice.
That's true. It won't go in.
Probably not.
Nope. That traditionally, I know, like, even when I'm doing stuff like that, I know it's not going to go in. But it's really fun to do and get in the moment.
Sometimes it's surprising.
I filmed lots of, like, really nice grinds in the Better Than Baseball era.
That just
I just didn't use any. I still just don't use that stuff all the time. I'm trying to be more open to weird things, though. Or, sorry, weird things for me.
Like
just putting
things.
in a nice grind.
Yeah. But you're not going to make a whole video of, like, a lot of nice grinds. They're going to be salt and peppered.
Yeah.
And they'll definitely add something, but...
Who was it? Cody Sanders said that we should make a video that is just that. And no creative, no attempts at trying to do anything different. A full video, completely straightforward, nice grinds. That is it.
I think he doesn't realize how limited our vocabulary is. I mean, if we really tried to push it, I think this is the right approach where we're going to incorporate a lot of that stuff, for sure. But we got to mix it up. We're not...
Listen.
It's all about variety.
Listen, we're not going to do that, okay? But, like the CEO of a company, if you were able to answer it in a way like, we are looking at ways to incorporate nice grinds in this video. I can't promise that the whole video will be nice grinds, but we will try our best to have a few in there for the people who are hoping
the PR person.
Yeah.
We need like a president of mushroom blading. Hey guys, how's it going?
We
are at the daycare.
Okay.
I'm going to go into the daycare, pick up the children.
I guess that's it for this podcast.
Busy. Whoa. Everyone is showing up at the same time, picking up the kitties.
I always found it interesting that there's a daycare across from a hospice.
That is interesting, the contrast. I think about that a lot. You have new life and you have
people
the end of life. It's interesting, they bring the children into the old folks' home.
That's good, actually.
The children perform for the old folks, and the children get a strong sense of, like, the attention that they crave, and the old folks get, like, it's a mutually beneficial deal.
Listening to kids playing would be really good if you're in a hospice, too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening, everybody. And anything to add?
No. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Hop out, go in the rain.
We'll see you next year.